Coming up next on Behind the Badge, police and the community come together for a night out against crime. Find out what police are doing to check the accuracy of speed radars to help catch lead-foot drivers. MPD taking flight in a new role, leading the way in drone training for first responders across Tennessee. Those stories and more. Behind the Badge starts right now. Hello everyone, I'm Larry Flowers. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Badge, an inside look at news and newsmakers of the Murfreesboro Police Department. Our lead story. The MPD drone team was launched more than a year ago, and the program is already reaching new heights. MPD is now teaching other drone pilots from across the state. It was the first statewide drone training class for the newly established Law Enforcement Drone Association Tennessee chapter, or LEDA, Tennessee.
It appears that our team is kind of emerging as it seems to be a leader in this, and by hosting this here is kind of solidifying that.
MPD drone pilot Officer Joel Trask is president of LEDA Tennessee chapter, which was established in January 2025.
This is new technology, and LEDA's job and LEDA's mission is to teach law enforcement how to run drones safely, and two, how to use them effectively in law enforcement, and now as we're bringing on fire as well, to kind of come into the fold because we all respond to the same calls, so it behooves us all to work together.
If the weather lets up and lightning's kind of the biggest concern.
On the stormy day at the Siegel Soccer Complex, drone pilots from all across the state were forced to train inside.
The first one to me is the most difficult.
LEDA offered drone pilot certification. The course is timed, and drone operators must pass Flight Skills 1 to move on to Flight Skills 2.
What this does is provide a baseline standard that will give every pilot not only the confidence to fly well, but the ability to fly safely. Obviously, these drones can be incredibly helpful. They can also be dangerous if they're not used wisely and safely.
Many law enforcement agencies, including Murfreesboro Police, hope to use these drones as first responders, an eye in the sky before officers make it to the scene.
Drone as first responder has the ability to do two things. One, get a drone overhead quickly so we can assess what's going on. And two, that feed from that drone can be piped directly to officers so that while they're en route to a call, they can see what's actually happening.
Enhancing officer safety.
Orbit left 90 degrees and take a picture of bucket 3C.
The unmanned aircraft systems are also being used by the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department, sheriff's departments, and other first responders to help with investigations, fight and solve crimes, search for missing people, rescue operations, and much more.
Yaw the aircraft right 360 degrees.
The Murfreesboro Police Department's drone program is setting an example for others to follow.
It's my hope and my goals, and I think the department's, is to be a leader in this space and be able to not only provide training, but be able to provide best standards, practices to other agencies in the state.
MPD currently has 8 FAA certified drone pilots and plans to add 7 more by the end of the year. Did you know we have a podcast? 10 Code highlights the services of the Murfreesboro Police Department, Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department, and the Murfreesboro Emergency Communications. Download 10 Code wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Murfreesboro Police has conducted its yearly calibration of speed radars, making sure that they are functioning properly. If you have the need for speed, don't be surprised if Murfreesboro police officers pull you over.
Speeding, it reduces the effectiveness of our safety devices that are inside our vehicles, meaning our seatbelts and our airbags, they're not as effective the higher speeds we go. Number two, it also increases the stopping distance between you and the car in front of you. And number three, it also increases crash severity.
To make sure speed radars are accurate,
Each tone is a frequency, and each frequency is a speed.
the owner of Alert Radar, Jack Hopkins, comes to the police department each year to make sure the radars are working properly.
Well, you're just verifying the calibration so the motoring public can be sure that the radar is functioning properly.
Hopkins is a former Arkansas State Police and knows if the radars are not up to par, they could be challenged in court.
So the motoring public doesn't have anything to complain about.
That's why he makes sure the radars are spot on.
They can be plus or minus 1 and be considered accurate under NHTSA standards, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
123 handheld and in-car radars were calibrated by Hopkins, each receiving a certificate of accuracy. It took nearly a week to calibrate all the speed radars. After a 4-year hiatus, National Night Out has returned. The event is designed to build a police-community partnership to help fight crime. City TV's Michael Nevels with that story.
For the first time in 4 years, Murfreesboro Police hosted National Night Out, a family fun event with the goal of strengthening community bonds with local law enforcement. Held at Oaklands Park, MPD joined together with MFRD, Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation, and other community partners to provide a fun night for local residents.
Tonight we're celebrating National Night Out. It is the first time since 2021 that we've done this event. And we have tons of people out. We have Life Flight with their helicopter for the kids to see, the fire department, we have police vehicles, EMS here. We have tons of other things here for the kids to do and games to play. Kona Ice is here, Jack FM's here, Mission Barbecue's here. We have lots of great things for everybody to see, and just a great community event for us to connect with the community and just have a great evening.
National Night Out has always been a perfect opportunity for local citizens to engage with the police department and for officers to share in the fun of the event.
Just community relations. This is 100% what this is about. It's a time for us just in a casual environment to just chat with the community, just talk, see how people's days are going. We have some resources here for them if they need them. It's just good to have that community involvement, and so we can bond with them in not an on-call type situation.
For more information about community engagement with MPD, visit www.murfreesborotn.gov/police and click on the Community Engagement button.
Planning is already underway for next year's National Night Out, set for the first Tuesday in August. It's no secret traffic has increased in Murfreesboro, and believe me, we hear and feel your frustration. But did you know MPD has made it easy for you to report traffic complaints with a simple click of a button? Here's one of our traffic complaint success stories. It all started as a traffic complaint submitted on the Murfreesboro Police Department's webpage. A resident wrote, "The driver of a BMW makes a U-turn daily. Traffic Officer Eric Renfro sitting in wait, trying to catch the driver in the act." Then, on April 8, 2025, the driver of the BMW did it again.
There's your information. All right. I am going to be brutally honest with you. We have had several traffic complaints about you almost every morning, turning right at this red light, busting a U-turn, and then turning around and then coming back. Really?
Each traffic complaint is emailed to the Traffic Division Lieutenant and traffic supervisors, who take all complaints seriously.
My lieutenant emailed me about your car and told me what you were doing every morning. Because, like I said, we had several traffic complaints about you busting U-turns in the middle of Church Street unlawfully. So, here we are. That being said, I wrote you a citation today for the illegal U-turn.
And with that, the driver seems to have learned his lesson.
We're done with that. This is the first ticket in a long time. Yeah, we're done with that.
All right.
I'm trying to keep this license clean.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Have a good day.
To file a traffic complaint, visit our website, murfreesborotn.gov/MPD, and click the Report a Traffic Complaint button. Summer is over, but for some youngsters, summer camp was a blast as they participated in the Murfreesboro Police Junior Officer Summer Camp. Here's City TV's Steve Burris with the story.
Murfreesboro Police Department School Safety Division hosted another Junior Officer Summer Camp. This camp is offered to kids grades 3rd through 6th.
So when we started this, we did 2 summer camps. Both of them were filled. They were pretty successful. That's when I figured out, hey, I'm really into this. I like it. I was blessed and they gave me the opportunity to kind of take it and run with it. That last year was my first year doing that. We had 2 camps last year, and both of them were big successes. And the department decided that they wanted more this year. So this year they gave us 5 camps, and I want to say by March, maybe mid-April, late April, all 5 camps were full. All the kids that come to these camps obviously have some kind of interest in law enforcement, whether they're just interested in what their SRO does, or maybe they want to be a police officer when they get older, especially the PD tour, when they get to talk to the detectives and they get to talk to dispatchers, and they've always asked really good questions. So they do stay engaged, and it makes it easier for us because they want to be here. The parents, they come back and they tell us, they're like, man, this was awesome, thank you so much. In fact, we even have a student here this week who's already been in one of our camps this summer, and mom came in and said, could he do it again? And we had availability, so we're like, yeah, absolutely, bring him back.
We were able to highlight 2 activities planned for the kids on this day. The first was an attention to detail game.
What's done is Officer Ratzlaff has put some photos up into a PowerPoint. He'll show them on the screen, he'll give them a certain amount of time, they look at it, he'll turn it off. Shows the kids that you got to pay attention, and it's very easy that your brain will shift and think this happened whenever something else was actually up on the screen.
The second was getting a tour of the SWAT vehicle and meet the team.
We got a couple officers here that were SWAT members, so the kids are going to get to come out. They get to see the Bearcat, they get to climb up inside of it. They explain the gear that they carry, the stuff that they get to do, calls that they go to, and this, that's what kids want. They get excited over the cool stuff.
The school resource officers now have their own division called the School Safety Division. Reed talks about the division and what it takes to be a good SRO.
We do a ton of training on our own to keep us prepared, keep us up to date with everything that we're supposed to be capable of doing while we're inside the schools. We've also started shifting into more of the community engagement role. We have quite a few officers that are bike certified. We've been doing pop-up events over the summer now where we go to a park, we bring popsicles, we invite kids out, we grill out, just engage with the community a little bit more. Instead of just seeing the police side, they can also see that we're here to help them, we're here to serve them, be part of the community as much as they are. So I think what makes a good SRO is somebody who's able to engage with the children, who's able to understand the kids, and they want mentors, they want the structure, and we can offer that as SROs. When I became an SRO, meeting these kids, getting to interact with them, it was awesome. Instead of reacting to somebody on the worst possible day, I'm getting these kids on every day, which is a great day. I know that there's a lot of families that I've created bonds with now, and I know they can reach out to me, and they're not afraid to say, hey, I need help with this, or hey, this is going on in my neighborhood. They're much more comfortable reaching out because of the relationships and the bonds that we've built with their kids and into them as the adults.
Before we go, we want to send a few shout-outs. A shout-out to the Murfreesboro Police Department School Safety Division on receiving the National Association of School Resource Officers Model School Award. A shout-out to SRO Cole Glass, who helped a young boy fix the chain on his bike at Oakland's Park. Glass is also one of MPD's bike patrol officers. A shout out to SRO Stephen McGowan, who recently graduated from the TBI State Academy. A shout out to Detective Brett Collins, who graduated from the National Forensic Academy. And a special shout out to all the department's recent retirees, including Sergeant Chris Ashley, Lieutenant John Jones, and Lieutenant James Abbott. Remember, we're here to serve and protect you. If you have any questions on the services the Murfreesboro Police Department offers, give us a call, 615-849-2MPD. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time as we go behind the badge.